Okay, guys, this is exciting. I am about to buy a 2011 iMac, which is not working. Yes, I finally found one which was cheap, but it's not working. And I decided I'd take the gamble and just buy it because I'm pretty sure I know what the issue is. The seller states it might be the logic board, but I'm pretty sure it's a GPU. The GPUs, they always fail on those things, the 6000 series. So it is a 2011. It's a 27-inch, and it's only listed for 140 bucks. So I was like spontaneous. I gotta get it. I gotta have it, because somebody else might buy it before me. It was quite a drive, 2 hours, but I do not want to have it shipped. I'm just not wanting to take that risk with this big iMac. And yeah, so I'm waiting for the seller to arrive here where we will meet up, and I'm gonna get myself an iMac, and I'm trying to negotiate it down. Maybe he comes down in price even more. I don't know, but even if he doesn't, 140 bucks, it's a pretty good deal. He said screen should be fine. He doesn't know the processor, but it's fine. It really is fine, guys. I can't complain. It's a 27-inch and a 2011. That's all I wanted. And yeah, let's see what he has to offer. And here it is. It's the next day. I picked it up yesterday. Got kind of late. I didn't want to record it anymore, but there it is. I picked it up. I plugged it in now, and it doesn't do a whole lot. But we'll have to troubleshoot it. We'll have to disassemble it, look at the diagnostic LEDs, see what's really wrong with it. Now, it isn't in the best of condition. This, I don't know what the guy did here. Some sticky stuff. He glued something on it probably. But I think it's gonna clean up. It could clean up just nice. This power button is also kind of mashed. I don't know. It's pushed inwards. I don't know, did they always press so hard on it? But there it is. Thunderbolt. So that says it's a 2011 and a Big Daddy 27 inches. So, all right. So here's our machine. I plugged it in, and now I will show you what it does, or what it doesn't do, because it doesn't do a whole lot. Anyway, let's press the button. You hear the optical drive, so that means it's getting power. And that's it. It doesn't do anything. So I think the fans are on. I don't know. I can't really tell. Yes, I can feel a breeze coming out of the computer. So the fans are turning, but we don't see a signal and no chime either. So yeah, what we will do is we will take it apart and check out the diagnostic LEDs, because there are 4 diagnostic LEDs. So in order to open it up, I will take a suction cup and pry the glass towards me so I can then take it out. It's relatively simple, don't be scared to do it. But do not bend it, because it's glass and it will shatter if you bend it too much. So it can take a little bit of stress, but just don't overdo it. Let's see if the guys, first of all, left all the screws in the right position. I already see. God damn it, somebody did some ghetto stuff in here already. Don't like what I'm seeing. There are so many screws missing. 1, 2, 3. 3 screws are missing. Jesus. I just, again, hope that it didn't rip the connector. I will have a peek in it in a second when I unscrew it. I'm just so afraid of that, because if you watched my 2010 iMac, you saw that I ripped that connector and I basically needed to replace the entire board. Even though the board was working, I needed to replace it because nobody would solder that on. And yeah, let's just hope for the best. All right, screws are out. So now, we will do this together, guys. Let me move you a little closer so you can see it as well. Just gently move it up and see what we got. Okay, I can see right away there's this connector not hooked up. I think that's some sort of temperature sensor or something, not a big deal. The one I was afraid about is intact. That seems to be all okay. Also, monitor panel is hooked up. Good. Okay, that is a good start. There we go. Yes, there we go. Okay, now it's all hooked. Unhooked. Now it's all unhooked. We can now take it out. And it's another LG panel. I suppose it's the exact same as in the 2010. Alright, now let's take a look at what we got here with this iMac. From the first glance, everything looks pretty okay. We've got this bracket missing, which kind of sucks, but that's a minor thing. I can always put the SSD in here in a different way. We got no evidence that the board has been out. Here is this annoying thing about 2011 iMacs. If you see here, these are blind screws, so no unscrewing this GPU without taking the entire board out. So thanks, Apple, really like you. So quickly, let's talk about this diagnostic LEDs. Many people ask me stuff, and guys, a lot of things can be troubleshooted and resolved by looking at those LEDs. Now, LED number 1 here, as you can see here are the 4 LEDs. LED number 1 indicates whether it's connected to a power source. So right now it's not connected to a power source, and when I connected this thing, it should always light up. LED number 2, that will tell you if the board detects power from the power supply. So when this LED is off, probably the PSU has a problem or the board, but I think we also see that one light up just fine because we hear the drive and the fans going. And LED number 3, that's an important one. That shows us if the graphics card and the computer are communicating. And if we have a bad GPU, this thing will stay off. And I got a feeling that this is the case because, as I said, graphics cards in those 2011 iMacs, they fail all the time. And LED number 4 only lights up when the LCD panel is communicating with the computer. So right now we have the LCD off, so it will not light up. So what we will do is take a look if 3 light up. And yeah, if 3 light up, I generally have no idea right now what it could be, but I got a feeling that it doesn't light up. We got probably a bad GPU in here. So I will now connect the iMac to the power outlet, and we will see that hopefully this LED will just come alive. And as you see, LED number 1 is lighting up. I hope you can see it, but that means it's getting power. So now let's push the button and see if the 2 more LEDs light up. And no, only the second one lights up. That means the computer is getting power and we don't have a video signal, so the video card is not properly working. I knew it! So we troubleshooted it, hooray! I have the original GPU from my 2010 iMac, which is from Apple, original Mac AMD card, and yeah, this is the one we will put in here in order to see if it will work fine, and it probably does. So guys, today is the day I am indeed ready to fix the iMac. Nice 10 degrees in here. Freaking weather in April sucks this year. Incredible, but we'll heat up in a second. So my mission for today is the labor-intensive part of removing the motherboard, installing the new GPU, putting it back in, and testing out if the iMac actually works. I've got here a guide. In fact, using here this MacBook Air we repaired because just to get some use out of this brand new battery we put in here. But yeah, this is the exact guide for 2011, so that's great. And I in fact somewhere have here in the workshop a Lion disc laying around, so if everything goes well, we can put that Lion disc in here and just boot it up and try everything out, because this GPU is supported under Lion for sure. That even would work in Snow Leopard. I will now actually do this. I will skip over it in this video because when David and me will upgrade that with GPU and CPU, we'll do it again, obviously, and there we'll record the entire thing as we always do. And I know what some might say, why are you so stupid and do it twice? Why don't you just, leave it out and then do the whole upgrading and put it in? Well, the thing is, with the upgraded GPU, we will not have a boot screen, and God knows, if everything goes right with the booting process, it could. If I just slap in here a 1013 installation disk, it could boot just fine. It probably would, but yeah, here we are on the safe side. We're gonna make it 100% like stock, even though we're downgrading it somehow even. And just ruling everything out, every possible error. So I don't think there is an error, but it's a machine from 2011. It is obviously broken, and so we need to fix it and check out if it all works great. And also, I don't have the CPU yet. You might say, oh, you didn't make any progress, but in fact I did. I unplugged all the connections. Let's just see how many freaking connections there are. Here, 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 here. Well, that was the monitor. Here, 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 and of course the IR sensor, which we will not forget today, because guys, believe me, you do not want to forget it. So let's put it out. There you go. Why I'm saying that is we forgot it in the original video. You can check it out when we upgraded the 765M. Once we pulled the motherboard, we crashed it into this and it got jammed and it didn't look pretty. It bent the aluminium here, and do not make this mistake. This little bitch can cause you lots of headaches. So just take it out. As you can see, it was simple. So yeah, just a tip. So all those freaking connections are loose. Now we can unscrew the board and just take it out. Yeah, you can take it out rather easily. Just have fun getting it back in. Now comes the annoying part. We pull that out of here. There we go. It's coming. Yes, okay, great. This is going better than I thought. So on the back we have the cables. So there's another one which I've never seen, but we'll just unplug it, Okay, great. So here you see now all this scary stuff, this scary mess, but don't worry about it too much. I can assure you, and that is convenient, there is only one plug for each connector, so you can't mess up a connector. You can't just forget one, which can also happen because they're all black and small and so many different locations. But yeah, basically this is here the entire iMac. Not a whole lot left. Here we have the RAM, which I think is 4 gigabytes. Could be more, could be less. Well, probably not less. And here is our GPU. So in order to unscrew it, as you can see, here we have those stupid screws which cannot be turned. So we have to flip it once around. And here is our whole assembly. And there is the CPU, which we'll leave alone for now. That will come. What we will need to do is undo this. So we're ready to pull the heatsink with the GPU out of the board. So we'll do that. That was pretty simple, as you see. Just unscrew that one. Don't forget that one, that's what we forgot, so don't make that mistake. And here is our, well, not so lovely GPU. That's the one that failed. And it's just simple. You really unscrew all of those and it should just come right off. So that's what we will do. This is the secure bracket. There's always such a big fuss made about those in the forums. I don't get why. If it fits, it fits. That's the way I see it. I mean, what can happen? But yeah. Now let's see. Let's pry this off. Man. Boy, that is some bad cooling. Yeah, this is a 5750, could that be? What do I know? It's a reliable one, it never failed, so that should do it. And because of all of those, like all of this stuff here, I'll just get rid of it, I guess. So guys, I know, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm actually putting on here thermal paste. I just don't want to kill this GPU. I probably would have survived the whole ordeal, but you know, it just kind of feels wrong to do it. So here it is, a little thermal paste. I'll just leave this mess as it is. I know it's gross and unprofessional, but you know, it's a test system anyway. So why don't we not care about it yet? And hey, this is kind of useful, you know, it's glued on and nothing can happen anymore. So let's screw all of those screws back in with our heatsink holder bracket thingy. Yep, lines up. So we'll do that, put it back in a board, put the board back in the iMac, hook everything up again, and yeah, see if LED number 3 comes alive. So, finally got it to settle. I don't know what's the magic trick. I remember that I put it somehow like in at an angle and then it worked, but it's just a lot of trial and error. Connected everything. Yeah guys, I don't know either what most of these connectors do. I just plug them in. Just don't mess up that one. That's the power button. That's pretty important. And yeah, got another battle scar from the iMac, but I'm an iMac upgrade veteran at this point. These things have done worse to me, so anyway, I'm a little nervous because this is it, guys. We now watch the mighty LEDs and hope that number 3 turns on. Even if it doesn't turn on, I will still have a go with the monitor, just, you know, just to be sure. But it should turn on. I'm confident. So here we go. LED number 1 is on. So let's see. Still no LED 3. That sucks. But we got a chime. We didn't have the chime before. So maybe, just maybe, that means it needs a monitor connection. That could very well be. But yeah, anyway, we didn't have a chime before. So I think the motherboard's fine. Fans are all turning. And yeah, it made a bong. I mean, that makes me lots of more confident than before that this thing is just fine when we put it all back together. Yeah, we're almost there. Let's just also connect that one. That's what the guy forgot before. And we're not done. We're long not done, but we're done to see, yeah, if it boots. And I will put in one screw just to be sure, because we do not want this monitor to fall out on us and then rip all the connections and break the monitor. We don't want to have this meltdown, so yeah, let's just put in one screw and it shouldn't happen. Damn it. Oh no, damn it. This thing doesn't want to show a signal. Fuck, guys. That was really all for nothing now. All for nothing. So what I will do, I didn't mess up the monitor wiring or anything, because LED 3 is not on, and it should be on, guys. So that is our. So I don't even need to look into the monitor connections and all that, because LED number 3 should be on. LED 3 should be on, and it was not on. So yeah. Maybe this. No, the board is fine. It makes a chime. It makes a chime. The motherboard is okay. It's just the GPU. It doesn't wanna talk to the computer or whatever. Well, incorrectly installed video card. I highly doubt that. It's. I mean, there's not a lot you can do wrong when you do this, obviously. Again, the screws, they will not bite, they will not line up. So, I don't know. either this graphics card went bad by itself, which I don't think is the case, obviously. Well, I had the time of my life doing this, so why don't we do it again? It's so much fun. Still not seeing anything wrong. You guys are my witness. All the contacts are clean. There's nothing interfering. Same in there. So let's install it. There it is. It's installed. Super simple, like before. And yeah, I mean, this is basically what we can do to combat that in this case. So, well, let's redo everything again. So much fun. So I didn't install it correctly now because I just want to save myself the work if it now doesn't light up. But every wire is connected, so I'm just gonna send it. No, nothing. Okay, fuck it. Fuck this. Fuck this! I'm out of here. Well, I know at least it's this again causing it. Awesome. We made 0 progress. But no, actually, well, we didn't make a lot of progress, but we made at least the progress. And I now know that this graphics card might be having a problem. So, to be completely honest with you, I decided I'd just really wait for that 870M to show up. Because of a couple of reasons. Reason number one is the AliExpress reseller guarantees me it works. I mean, yeah, of course it can be faulty when it arrives, sure, but let's just not think that. Let's think it works. So if it works, hopefully, I will prepare then a 10.13 SSD, which it can boot into, and hopefully everything will be fine. And I'll also try to get a Windows partition on there. Let's just hope that all works out. But so basically the plan for the upgrade video, the big upgrade video, is gonna be CPU upgrade, which not a lot can go wrong there. It's obviously just a CPU upgrade. And we put in that 870M, we connect the SSD and just cross fingers and hope that it works, because I just don't feel like putting out that other GPU from the 2010, and that's a lot of work as is, and I'm putting it in here and then putting it back in the 2010. I have 2 opened up iMacs. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. And also, it's still a long time to go until that 870M arrives. So until that, well, it's gonna leave. It's gonna stay like that. It will be left like this, and nothing can happen to it. So yeah. Fail ending, but this is just the reality sometimes. It's just the reality. I'm still sure that this is bad. I mean, obviously we have here a GPU problem, and yeah. Well, why don't we try the next GPU? Woo, yeah. Well, with that said, guys, thank you for watching, and see you later.